Hello and welcome to today's edition of our news to present it. My name is Gracious Zulu. Let's take a look at the headlines. Government has launched its second investment policy review in collaboration with the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, marking a significant step in assessing the country's investment landscape. Zambia National Service Commander Lieutenant General Maliti Solochi has called on local authorities to actively involve the service in major construction projects. The Pharmaceutical Society of Zambia has welcomed the partnership between India's Akams Drugs and Pharmaceuticals Limited and a local pharmaceutical company to establish a drug manufacturing facility. FIFA has officially awarded 3 new victories to Zambia and Tanzania following Congo's suspension of the CAF Group E qualifiers for the 2026 FIFA World Cup. Details shortly.
The News, 88.5 Sun FM.
Government has launched its second investment policy review in collaboration with the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, marking a significant step in assessing the country's investment landscape. The review, which follows the first IPRA conducted in 2012, was officially commenced by Secretary to Cabinet Patrick Kangwa during a task force meeting at Cabinet Office. The session was attended by an OCID mission led by Dr. Martin Wormlenger, Head of Sustainable Investment, alongside various ministry representatives and stakeholders. The assessment is being undertaken in the wake of key economic reforms implemented over the past 3 years, including debt restructuring, improved fiscal management, expanded social sector support, and sectorial advancements in energy, manufacturing, tourism, infrastructure, agriculture, ICT, financial services, and climate resilience. In a statement, Public-Private Dialogue Forum Director, Strategic Communication and Partnerships, Jacqueline Chishimba, said the review aims to evaluate Zambia's legal framework for investment, balancing national security with aid. It will also examine investment promotion and facilitation, tax reforms, incentives, and strategies to empower youth and women while ensuring responsible business practices. She noted that a major focus will be placed on the mining value chain, with efforts directed towards strengthening local industry linkages, advancing value addition initiatives, and ensuring sustainable practices within one of Zambia's key economic sectors. Additionally, the review will highlight investments that support youth and women empowerment, climate adaptation, and ethical business conduct. As part of the process, engagements will be facilitated through the Public-Private Dialogue Forum, with data and insights to inform the assessment. The initial OCID fact-finding mission took place between 21st and 23rd May 2025, featuring consultations with government ministries, regulatory bodies, and international partners. The engagements will continue in the coming weeks, culminating in a second in-person session scheduled for September 2025. With the second IPR, Zambia joins 8 other African nations that have completed their second review. Zambia National Service Commander Lieutenant General Maliti Solochi has called on local authorities to actively involve the service in major construction projects, citing the recent collapse of the Chifubu Bridge as an example of why ZNS expertise should be considered earlier in the planning process. During a tour of the ongoing Chifubu Bridge reconstruction, Lieutenant General Solochi expressed concern that ZNS is often included at the last minute, instead of being part of the initial bidding process for the service to have a greater role in infrastructure projects from the outset. Meanwhile, Copperbelt Minister Elisha Matambo reiterated the need to prioritize ZNS's involvement in construction tenders, recognizing its capacity to contribute to quality infrastructure development.
Construction works on the Chifubu Bridge are progressing rapidly, with plans to allow temporary usage as soon as the government prepares resources for a permanent structure. This update follows a visit from ZNS Commander Lieutenant General Maliti Solochi and Copperbelt Minister Elisha Matambo, who inspected the work done by the men and women in uniform. Lieutenant General Solochi expressed concern about why Ndola City Council does not consider contracting ZNS from the start of construction projects instead of only when issues arise. He emphasized the importance of involving ZNS early in the process.
So we need to be contracted to do these works. Don't contract us when it comes to be now. It is late, it's an accident, it's an emergency, so that we look like what we just need to do are just work. Even the government needs to make the money. The Commander-in-Chief says that money in this pocket and in this pocket. It's the same person. If you give money to ZNS, you are simply giving to the government. But of course, we don't want to stifle the private sector. We should be considered and we compete favorably with them. If we win the bid, we win it. If we lose it, we lose it.
So many situation at this place. Because looking at the situation here, maybe a cast in situ bridge can work. This is exactly the same thing which they are doing along Lusaka Kitwe, College Way.
Ndola City Council Town Clerk George Mlenga announced plans to construct a walkway to ensure residents can safely use the bridge while construction continues.
Yes, Honourable Minister, the measure that has been put, which we've discussed with the area councillors of Chifubu, the mayor and others, is that there is a spot that requires culvert crossing where that's 1 kilometer from here. And that's the one that we want to direct some funding that has come from government for us to work on the feeder roads so that we can also work on that as an alternative.
And Copperbelt Minister Elisha Matambo commended the ZNS team for their commendable work pace on the bridge.
All the men in uniform, the team I have now, they are very good.
Yes, sir.
They respond to any problem like lightning. Yes. I think you can see, this is an example of what I was talking about.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so
I'm Gertrude Mwansa in Ndola.
The Pharmaceutical Society of Zambia has welcomed a partnership between India's Akams Drug and Pharmaceuticals Limited and a local pharmaceutical company to establish a domestic drug manufacturing facility. Speaking to produce around 150 essential medicines, significantly boosting Zambia's self-sufficiency in pharmaceuticals. He highlighted that only 5% of the drugs are currently produced locally, and the establishment of a pharmaceutical factory will be key to increase medicine production. Mr. Mwape emphasized them, which are often affected by logistical challenges such as flights and shipments. Expressing optimism about the joint venture, he noted that the initiative would increase investment in Zambia's pharmaceutical sector and urged the government to support the project.
And as pharmaceuticals that are produced within in-country. And just last year in June, we even launched the local pharmaceutical manufacturing strategy as well as implementation plan. And we are happy that through that development, the government now is working the top.
Time is power. Our lives are powered by the sun. As the sun rises, so do we. It's time to power your life and say goodbye to blackouts with a new Topstar solar solution, the H50 hybrid system. Enjoy a safe and reliable solar solution at home or your business with the Topstar hybrid inverter, lithium battery, and 550-watt solar panels. Experience a peace of mind with reduced electricity bills, long warranty of up to 5 years with free installation. For more information, call or WhatsApp now on 0779 04 our Facebook page at Top Star. Also, pay us a visit at our head office next to Arcade Shopping Mall. Top Star Solar. Power your life.
Welcome back. FIFA has officially awarded 3 new victories to Zambia and Tanzania following Congo's suspension from suspended on February 6, 2025 due to government interference in the affairs of the Congolese Football Federation, leading CAF to initially cancel